Miss Walton, how you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Thank you for allowing us in your home. Beautiful home, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I love the colors. I love what you got going on in
Thank
here.
you.
Okay. Well, as I mentioned to you earlier, you were selected as one of the women we will be honoring this Women's History Month. Your hard work, dedication has not gone unnoticed by your peers, people who care about you. They told us about you. We spoke earlier this week. We had a beautiful conversation. And I wanted to give you a chance to open yourself up and tell the world your story. I want to share your story with the world. So, my first question to you is, who is Felecia Walton?
Okay. Um, Felecia Walton. That's me. Um, I am a native of Tallahassee, Florida. Um, been here all my life. Soon to be in about 2 weeks, 55 years old.
Ooh,
Getting there.
hey,
Uh,
55 years young.
yes, 55 and fabulous. um, I have two children, 32-year-old son Tori, 19-year-old daughter Kai, who are actually the love of my life. Like I say, I've been here all of my life. I work for Capital Health Plan, an HMO here in Tallahassee, Florida, for which I have been there for 27 years, where I serve as Director of Member Services. So that alone is a demanding job, but it's a job that I love. I'm passionate about it, always have been involved in customer service. So it's what I do, serve the member. Um, Not really. I don't have. It's not much about me. I think we talked about the fact of just life in
Yes,
general,
we did.
and the fact that I am, and I'm proud, proud and blessed to be able to say that I'm a 10-year breast cancer survivor,
Yes.
10 years cancer free. Um, I live here. My son is here with me for a while as he transfers to Atlanta,
Hmm.
where his job is. My daughter is here. She is finishing up her first year at TCC, where when she's done and gets her AA, she's going to transfer and major in psychology. And
Yes.
I also take care of my parent, my mom,
Hmm.
Miss Betty Walton, who was recently, well, maybe about 3 weeks ago, diagnosed with dementia.
Hmm.
But we're taking it one day at a time
That's all you
and
can
getting it
do.
done. I do have siblings. I have two sisters, Kim and Nikki. They live here. And I have two brothers. One lives in Alabama, and then Travis lives here. And Terry is my oldest brother. But I'm kind of like, even though I'm the second oldest, kind of more like the matriarch of the family. I rule the things in the family.
Gotcha.
So, not much else to say except for I love Tallahassee.
Mm.
But I do plan in the next couple of years, once we get Kai situated and finish up here, I really want to, because in about 3 years I can retire.
Yes.
And I think I want to relocate. I think, things change. So for me, that's my plan. As I
Hmm.
get older, I try to work on God's plan.
That's
Because
it.
generally, when I try to do it, I sometimes make a mess. So he's just
Yeah.
gonna order my steps, and I'm gonna go however he might say. No, you staying here in Tallahassee,
Hmm.
but whatever he says, that's how I'm gonna roll.
I definitely understand that. That
Yeah.
was the thing for me when I got the military. I had plans to go to Atlanta and get
Oh
set
yeah.
up and everything. And he said, "No, come on back
Come
home.
on back.
Come
Uh
on back
huh.
home. You need it here. I got some
And
missions
we
for
have
you."
to
So,
listen. We have to listen to that.
and I can honestly say, best decision I made since getting
Awesome.
out of the military.
I believe
I
that.
love. I'm from Tallahassee. I love Tallahassee. And life has really been blessed
Yes.
since I've been back.
And that's what
So
it's all about.
I definitely understand that. So when we spoke earlier this week, I talked to you about, we teach leadership and
Hmm.
everything, and I commended you on the leader that you are.
Hmm.
What is your driving force behind that leader that you are?
Um, I think the biggest thing as far as leadership, um, in leadership, when you're leading or you're in a position to lead, you have to um, not come off as a leader.
Mm-hmm.
You have to. I'm a huge believer in teamwork,
Yes.
and I'll just use my staff for example. I think I speak for all of them. If ever they get a chance to see this, that they know that it's about treating everybody equal. Even though I'm a
Mm-hmm.
leader, I want to build. I want them to be leaders too. I want a group of leaders. Um,
Yes.
and if I'm nothing else, I'm fair, open, and one of the things that I always do, as far as my employees, even the members that I encounter in my job, I always put myself in their place. When I
Mm-hmm.
hear or anybody comes to me with anything, I put myself in that place, and I always handle it the way that I would want to be handled or treated. Um, like I say, I deal with a lot of elderly people on the
Mm-hmm.
phone. Um, and the last thing I want is if I wasn't here for my mom and she needed to call around and
Yeah.
try to get help and she got somebody that just wasn't helpful.
Mm-hmm.
That would be heartbreaking to me. So when I
Yes.
speak to people, I always say, I want someone to take my mom and treat them like I'm treating this person.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as being a leader, it comes with a lot. But in order to be a good leader, you have to treat people right, and make sure that they're okay, and make sure that they know that you don't mind getting your hands dirty when they're getting their hands dirty. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that's been the driving force, and the thing that has kept me
Yeah.
and that held me with loyal people, that helped me so much in my job.
Yes.
Because really and truly, even though I am a leader, really couldn't do it without them.
You can.
You really
You,
cannot.
you can.
It's kind of like a puzzle piece, um, and or a well-oiled working machine.
Yeah.
It takes everybody. Everybody contributes. So,
Everybody has a role
mm-hmm,
to play. So,
mm-hmm.
like I say, I commend you on the leader.
Thank you.
You gave me goosebumps when we talked
Thank
because I
you.
told you how important leadership is to
It
me.
is,
And my motto is take care of your people,
and they're gonna take care of you.
and they will take care of you.
And I don't know if you remember that other motto we talked about, and I tell my people this: I want y'all to look good and shine bright.
Yes.
Cause I'm like the high beam, like when y'all shine bright, I shine
I
even brighter.
shine even brighter.
So yeah, not
Yes.
that there's a motive behind it, but
No.
it's just all about teamwork and um, treating people fair. Because I haven't really had many jobs in my life, because like I say, I've been there for 27
Yeah,
years,
we talked about that.
but I've had managers or supervisors or
Mm-hmm.
leaders um, that were very good and that were not so good. So I've
Mm.
seen both. But I think mine comes from just who I am. I would never um, not be good to another person. So
Yeah.
I think that just comes with the territory.
I understand that. So you mentioned that you've been with CHP 27 years, your
Mm-hmm.
career. We talked
27
about
long years.
and we talked about what's kept you there.
Mm-hmm.
Being that one, they always treated you well,
Mm-hmm.
promoted within,
Mm-hmm.
your career has done well there.
They created a career path for me.
Created a
So.
career path
Mm-hmm.
for you. That's
Mm-hmm.
big. That's important.
Mm-hmm.
What has been your most fondest moment within this career so far?
And I think I told you that um, in the member services department where we handle and service the members,
Mm-hmm.
you got to think about it's an insurance company. So most of the time when people call me, they're not feeling good anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what if I come on there and I'm like, oh, well, no, ma'am, this isn't covered. You can't have this, or no,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am, you can't go there. That's um, one of the, and I get both. I get that very member that has told me you're a guardian angel, and
Mm-hmm.
I've got this member that have told me you need to go back and learn your job, because sometimes I'm a bad news bearer and I can't, I have to. I don't make the
It's a
rules. I
part of
wish
the
I did.
job.
Yeah, but if I deal with 20 people that are unhappy, if I get that one person that I can help and that feel like I helped them, that's like the best feeling, and it makes it all
Mm-hmm.
worth it. It makes me come back every day. So even though, in our line of work, we get punched, It's that, and we see so much.
Yeah.
I see, hey, how can you help me? This month, I either gotta get grocery or I gotta get money. I mean, I gotta get grocery or I gotta get my medicines. I can't do both. So I get a lot of that, and it's just when I can help and I can get in there and kind of like save the day.
Yeah.
It's like everything. It's just everything.
Mhm. So you director
Mhm.
at CHP.
Mhm.
You are a mother of two,
Mhm.
caregiver of your mother.
Mhm.
Um, what can't you do?
Nothing. Nothing.
Through
Nothing.
all that you've been through, cancer survivor,
Mhm.
what has kept you going?
The grace of God. um, the grace of God. I find myself often. I'm not one to push religion.
Mm-hmm.
I just know what I believe in,
Yes.
and I pray every day throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times I find myself asking for strength. Um,
Yes.
I'm not easily overwhelmed, but just lately in the last few months, I think I told you that I did lose one of my parents in
Yes.
December. So we had to go through a few weeks of that hospice and the transition of that, and
Mm-hmm.
that was very hard.
I can imagine.
So lately, I've been finding myself asking for strength. Um, but it always, I get it. I always get it. I make it. And so for me, these last few, I'd say the last 4 months, um, I've my motto has been not to worry about tomorrow until it gets here.
Mm.
Um,
I like that.
I'm in the here and the now.
Yes.
And that's what I've been teaching my daughter too, because she tends with college and everything. It's all new to her. She gets overwhelmed. We're not gonna worry about tomorrow. We're gonna worry about today. We're gonna be 110% today, and
Mm-hmm.
then when tomorrow comes, then we're gonna tackle tomorrow. And that was something that I took on here just recently because it seemed like everything was just coming in on me. And
Yes.
so I knew that I had to deal with all of it. But if I just look at it like the big picture with everything that I had going on, I would lose it.
Whew.
But I bit it off little bit by little bit, and I got through the day. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you, Lord. And tomorrow we're gonna do it all over
We're
again. So
back at it
that's kind of the
again.
way that I tackle life recently. Recently.
No, that's a beautiful mindset to
Mm-hmm.
have.
Have to have it.
You have to have it,
Mm-hmm.
especially with everything that you've been hit with
Mm-hmm.
over the past couple months, over the past year or
Mm-hmm.
so, and just life in general. Being, like I say, being a mother,
Yes.
surviving breast cancer, you know, being over a huge organization within CHP, that's a lot in itself.
It is a lot. And through all of that, through the good, the bad, the ugly, um, I feel honored and blessed
Mm,
for all of it. All of it. I'll take it all. I wouldn't change any of it.
mm, I love it.
Yeah.
I
Thank
tell
you.
you, you are amazing.
Thank you. Thank
You are
you.
amazing.
You good for my ego.
So I would ask you
Yeah.
if you had something to tell a young lady now
Mm-hmm.
who's finding herself trying to figure it out, what would you tell her?
Be yourself. Stand on your morals. Trust God. And know that at the end of the day, everything is going to be okay.
Mm.
And I know this because I do it. I have a couple of younger people at my job that constantly come to me, kind of like, and I'll call it mentorship.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter, believe it or not, my daughter and my son, but my son is older. But my daughter is a 19-year-old female who is right in the mix of the world of social media, and
Yes.
everybody got to look good, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody's shaped a certain way, and the boys, we're right smack dead in the middle of that right now. And
Mm-hmm.
so I often find myself giving that. And I even told her, she writes, she likes to write. One of the things that I told her is to kind of sit down and write a letter to her younger self,
Yes.
just things that she would tell herself even when she was 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say to any young woman or young girl, be true to yourself, follow your dreams. Um, if you can dream it, you can achieve it.
Yes,
I know that's like out there, we see it, but it's true.
it is true.
It is very true. And as long as you make the most of every day, because life is so short.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so beautiful words of encouragement. I
Yes.
want to, like I say, we did select you because of the beautiful person that you are.
Thank you.
You, we're not going to delay any longer. Okay, we present this certificate of recognition to you. Okay,
Oh,
check it out.
that is beautiful.
We
Absolutely
present this to
beautiful.
you.
I love it.
You're welcome to read it if you like. It's up to you.
And I will.
But we also give you this gift.
Oh,
This
thank
gift of
you.
love.
It's like so much. I love the color. Thank you so much. And oh, okay. So did you know me before you came here?
I did not.
Well, listen, you must have talked to somebody because
I did not.
I love, if anybody knows me, they know that I love things like body scrubs. And yeah, it's the way I unwind at the end of the day.
Well, that is the whole point.
Listen.
Everything in that bag is about helping you manage your perspective on life.
Yes.
Make sure you're relaxed, enjoying. It's all about bringing you peace.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Jamal. This is so wonderful. So when I talked with you the other day, when I got off the phone, I felt really good about our conversation. And I had, it was fine if we didn't, if I wasn't selected for this. I just thought that what you're doing is just some wonderful stuff. So I just had to put that out there. So thank you so much. Thank you. And it was an honor to sit with you today and talk with you.
It is an honor
thank you for coming.
to share your story and be in your presence. Like I say, I'm humbled and honored to be able to share your story and do this. So I thank God for putting me in this position.
As do I.
I'm just loving meeting these women and learning their stories.
We something, aren't we? We something else, aren't we?
Something.
We are something else.
I am truly humbled by the amazing women that I'm meeting along this journey.
You're doing something wonderful. So. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I feel so honored. And I'm going to find a beautiful place to hang this, so that everybody can see it when they come. So that everybody can see it when they come. Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for letting me share your story.
Most definitely.